Today, we're talking about phylogenetic trees. And to do so, I will be using pizza as my operational taxonomic units, or OTUs, also known as like the species or alleles that we're comparing and how related they are. So we have 9 different types of pizza on a rooted phylogenetic tree. And then we see that this tree is showing cladogenesis, where we'll have like a common ancestor that splits into 2 instead of where we'd have anagenesis, which is if there's like a gradual evolution in a linear fashion, which we do see along like these straight lines. And then we also have internal nodes where we have like different common ancestors that diverged and made the pizzas that we have today. And so the way that I separated these pizzas is based off of sauce, shape, bread, and cheese. Those were the 4 things I took into consideration while making this. So first we have our art group. White pizza doesn't have red sauce. All the rest do. Then we'll just go up. We have pizza bagel and French bread pizza. The difference between these 2 is the shape and then the bread. And so they're not that related, but they're related. And then the most closely related on this phylogenetic tree is New York style and then stuffed crust. They both have red sauce, cheese on the same bread, even the same shape. The only difference is this one has stuffed crust. And then looking at this next one, Philly and Detroit, they're both typically rectangle or square. They both are on the same bread. They both have the same amount of cheese, which is also different from the rest of these because this one is like the powdery Parmesan cheese, whereas these all have the shredded. The difference, though, why they're not as related as like this one is because this has way more red sauce. And then lastly, calzone and stromboli. These ones are entirely different shapes from the rest of them, but they have similar shapes to each other. They're both more pizza dough stuffed with the pizza toppings rather than on top, and so this one, they're more related than French and bagel. And the main difference being this one's like a burrito more so, and then this one's more like a Swiss roll or fruit roll up. And so that's how I built it like this. And so we have like, this is the most common ancestor for these ones. But then for this entire branch right here, this is the most common ancestor. For the entire tree, this is the most common ancestor. And you just go to the point where it diverged. You look at the individual like internal nodes, which are these.